Alright guys, welcome back to JForce Gaming, and before I start today's video, I would like to say that today's video is sponsored by Mighty Pluto, alright, and Mighty Pluto has released this new song, alright, called The Sophisticated Savage, alright, and it's an animated short film, alright, with the song more kind of like a hip-hop and a rap song together. So it's really amazing, and I would love you guys to check out the song. It's amazing. I've listened to the song and I love it, alright, and as well as this animated short film, right, is animated using clay figures, so it definitely took a lot of time to animate this film. So if you guys would like to show some appreciation to it, alright, you guys can go ahead and check this video out. Alright, the link will be in the video description down below. Alright, so for now I'm gonna show a part of this film, alright, for you guys to see. If you guys are interested, you guys can go ahead and check it out. Alright, the link will be in the video description down below. So I'm gonna just show you part of it for now.
Excuse me, can you please get out my way? Excuse me, get the fuck up out my way. Excuse me, can you please get out my way? Excuse me, get the fuck up out my way.
Alright, so if you guys had heard it, alright, if you guys want to listen to the whole thing, alright, you guys once again go ahead and click in the link in the video description down below. Go ahead and click it, alright, and you can listen to the full song, alright. As well, if you guys want to check out more of these the music or the videos, alright, or different kind of, you guys are into like rap or hip hop, alright, you guys can go and check it out more, right? It's really amazing, and if you guys would love to, you guys can go ahead and subscribe, turn on the bell notification icon so that you guys will not miss out any of this amazing music produced by Mighty Pluto. Alright, so yeah, that's all for this. Alright, and now let's go on to our main video. So let's go. Alright guys, welcome back to JForce Gaming, and today I'm going to talk about a topic that you guys has been asking me for many times in my comment section, or in my videos, and so on, or in my Instagram and email. Have been asking me about my success in creating apps. Alright, so if you guys have not known yet, alright, I already created a sub company many years ago, alright, as part is a subcategory of a JForce group. Alright, it's called the JForce Entertainment. Many of you have heard of. Alright, so basically JForce Entertainment is a company that handles all the apps and games, alright, about user interference, user interface, all the R&D. Alright, so how I managed to create all these apps, alright, from no knowledge at all. Alright, so I'm gonna talk about how my success stories, and how you can also make your own apps and basically receive passive income. So it all started out when I was very young, alright, and I always loved coding, alright, and I always used to love do like some of the software coding and so on when I was probably around like in primary school, about 12 years old or so. So I was very young. I was so into coding that I love to do a lot of like different kind of software, make all these kind of fake viruses, to scare my friends, so and so forth. It was really fun, entertaining. I would spend hours on it, and just forget about time. Most of it I just learned from the internet and YouTube as well. So then after that, I have my basic fundamentals knowledge of coding. Then around probably around 2018, alright, or so, I was actually inspired by this game called Flappy Bird. Alright, it has gained millions of downloads. Just it was a very simple game. So during when the pandemic started in 2018, I have this mindset. So I actually learned how to code when I was Polytechnic. Alright, so during my school days, I just watch YouTube on how people make apps, so on, how to code, make software, make games, and it was very interesting. So I just learn, and then after that I just made my very first game, which is called the 𝖩. Alright, it's in the Google Play Store right now. You guys can go ahead and search it out and download it. Right, it's basically a skill-based game where you challenge yourself to jump over obstacles and win, and basically get a high score, and after you can challenge yourself over and over again. It's a very simple game, but a lot of people also have downloaded it as well. And also so after that, I started being more interested in it, and I started creating more apps and games. Alright, then I stopped because of my studies and all my internship and so on. So I stopped for about 2 years plus, and when the pandemic started, alright, Singapore, there was a lockdown for about around April of 2020, around second quarter of 2020, alright, where many people are locked at home. So on that I decided to create many apps, and then after that, most of the time I spend at my house is basically eat, sleep, coding, making my apps. So yeah, most of the time I spend doing this, and most of the time I just keep on researching and researching. Basically, the work of my time coding and making all the graphics design, the interface for the apps, all this I'm thinking, right, probably it's like 10% of the work. All right, 90% of the work is basically watching YouTube, asking on forums and all about different type of codes and so on. So yeah, the whole thing is very, very tough. And most of the time is spending researching. As I'm researching, I made my second app, and then after that I created my third one, fourth one. All right, so one app can took about 2 months or 1 month to complete. All right, and it may sound very long or very short, depends on how you think about it. But I got a few times I spent about up to 48, nearly 40 hours without sleep, just go there coding. Cause as I have a very I love coding and my passion is coding. All right, basically I was born to code. All right, so I'll just spend hours inside without noticing what time is it. So I'm just like so focused, so into it, and just trying to fix this bug or get this at least finish until this part. All right, so I'll just spend hours coding. After that I will use Photoshop to design, and then the Photoshop is I learn myself one as well. So I use it to design certain graphics and so on, 3D character. All these I also learn while I'm looking. So I like, I want to make this character, and I'll have to go and search on YouTube on how to make character in Blender, how to make 3D, how to make this shape, this that. So it's many hours invested into researching. Then after that I created my very first app, and then it went popular. And then after that I created a second one. I'm gonna talk about how I created the other few, but so basically I created the first app. All right, it get a lot of downloads, but it's not immediate. All right, so I do a lot of time creating my own advertisement. So I use Adobe After Effects, is it, or I can't remember. I created my very first ad. All right, then after that I publicize it on YouTube advertisement, Facebook advertisement. YouTube advertisement was very expensive, so I switched to Facebook advertising, and probably get a few downloads. After that, the way that I success is actually contacted I actually reach out to many YouTubers that do in the niche of reviewing apps and games. So I contacted out to them, and then after that asked them to promote for me, just pay a sum, and then after that they promote for me, and which is there I get a lot of downloads from it. So that is one way of advertising. Alright, so reach out to YouTubers to ask them to promote for you, which is you get a lot of engagement as well. So after that I got a lot of downloads from that, and then after that it's been success, and it started earning money, so on. Then after that I go when during my free time I go and create my second app and third app and fourth app and so on and so forth. And it took many months, many hours invested as well into coding and such. So it's a very time consuming process, and it sometimes can be very frustrating, but so you have to be patient about it. Right, and so how do I earn my money? Basically from advertisement. Alright, so when you open an app, there's an advertisement come out, so you get certain rewards and so on. So I use this method. There's a lot of methods you guys can in-app purchases. So if your app or game is very addictive, and you want people to download, you want people to buy the in-game item, it's always like in-game purchases. There's always in-game purchases, ads premium, so that people can remove ads, so on, with paying a price, or you can just sell your app at a cost, and then after that people on Google Play can buy your app. So there's a lot of ways you guys can earn, but for my way is just advertising on ads. So basically every time you want to get a reward, or every time you switch to another task, ads come out. So that's how I earn passively. And so yeah, and then after that my few of my apps got a 100,000 to a few million downloads. Then after that, that's how I start earning my passive income. And then after that, I keep improving on my apps, and taking from the feedbacks and ratings, and just keep improving and see what the customer want, and we will provide as well. So yeah, this is basically how I succeed in doing apps. So you also can too. Alright, you don't need to have like a degree or anything in apps making or anything. Alright, anyone can do it. Alright, if I can do it, you definitely can do it. You have the patience. As you also must have the interest. Like if you don't have the interest, I think you will just give up halfway, because it's very tough. Alright, the thing is you have to put in the work to actually receive something. So it's not like very easy money. It's not like you might thinking like I'm earning passive income now, but as there's a lot of work into it beforehand. All right, it's really tough before that. And for now, it's not like really I just like, you know, let it run on its own and just keep collecting the passive income. I also need to, you know, constantly improving on the apps, you know, fixing bugs and so on and so forth. So there's still continuous work to do. So it may not be as easy as you think, but it is possible. All right, if you don't have a diploma, you don't have a degree, you don't have any experience in Photoshop or, you know, editing or coding or what, it's all possible. You just have to learn it on YouTube, and it's very simple nowadays. It's very easy accessible to YouTube, so on and so forth. So you guys won't have to, you know, invest a lot of, you don't have to, like, you know, must go through the diploma or the degree just to, you know, have the background knowledge. No need. You just have to, you know, have time to watch YouTube, research your own, and then, you know, start making your own apps and games. So it's very fun for me. It's very fun, and I enjoy the process, and I love seeing the end product. Would I say I wasted my time? I would say not, because I enjoyed myself. Even though, let's say, if the apps or games there's no download or I never earn any money from it, I will still love to create more, because it's part of my hobby. You know, it's always the satisfaction at the end. You know, like, wow, you just. But first time I created my first app, right? I was very satisfied, and I can't believe that I actually did this on my own. Alright, all the music, all the graphics, all the coding, all the gameplay, all the UI, everything is all done by me, alone by me, and I just feel very satisfied for like probably 1 or 2 weeks. I was so happy, and I just couldn't believe I done that. Alright, so yeah, it's always the end that you feel satisfied with it. And if you guys are going for money, alright, you can also go that way. Just try to make your apps very addictive, simple. Alright, what kind of apps you guys can design? I recommend those that people can use on the go. Alright, not people rarely stay at home using phones. Mostly it's like, well, they are in queue, or they're waiting in the bus or in the train. Those people will like play some simple games. Alright, so these are games that will amass a lot of downloads, and, you know, people who continuously play. So this is how I recommend you guys to, you know, create your own games. Alright, so yeah, so if you guys have any question you guys want me to, you know, do a part 2 about, alright, you guys can leave your question in the comment section, and I will answer it. Maybe if there's a lot of questions, right, maybe I'll do a part 2 of this video and answer to your question. Alright, maybe this video I have not explained everything yet, but yeah, this is basically my success story on how I, you know, basically got my apps, a lot of downloads, and basically earning passive income from my apps and so on. So yeah, it's a lot of tough work invested into it, a lot of time as well, a lot of researching. So if you guys are up for the challenge, you guys can go ahead and, you know, create your own apps and games. It's actually a very simple process if you understand the basic fundamentals. So yeah, if you guys want more of this financial advice, or like basically about my life stories or what, you guys can also leave it in the comment section down below. I will also address it in my future videos. So yeah, so that's all for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and have a lot of insights to it, and probably inspire you guys to, you know, create your own apps and games. So yeah, so that's all for today, guys, and this is 𝖩force Gaming, and I shall see you guys in my next video. Peace out.